Guys.com presents Paradise, Louisiana. Paradise, Louisiana is brought to you by Circle K, Baton Rouge Coca-Cola Bottling Company, Benny's Car Wash and Oil Change, Demco, CCA Louisiana, and the CCA Louisiana Star Tournament, Relief Windows, Visit Baton Rouge, an authentic Louisiana experience, and by Farm Bureau Insurance.
Welcome to this week's edition of Paradise, Louisiana. Here we are again. Superior Bait and Tackle on Segan Lane, and you can see here, I got my mask in case it get crowded again. I put it on, but I know I'm hard to understand even without a mask, so I'm gonna try to keep it off for a little while. Look, we under the gun again. Another storm here. It's Monday morning, and we sitting here waiting. We don't know where to ask for it to go. We want to take care of our neighbors, but if it could go just a little bit further east, I'm going to save my camp maybe a little bit more in Slidell. People here in Baton Rouge right now breathing a little easier as far as the wind, but we don't know what that rain going to bring. So when you're watching this, it's probably all going to be over, and we just hope, we hope we come through like we did the last one. So. Got some good news to go along with all this bad news. We got some great news when it comes to duck hunting. Teal, the count, a lot of teals have come in our state. The only bad place it was way down in the coast that got hit hard by Laura. So we're gonna have a teal report, a fishing report, and we're gonna visit Chaz. Chaz is still hitting them redfish. He's fishing in redfish specks. He's catching bass. He's catching everything in the Pontchartrain Basin. So stay tuned for Paradise, Louisiana. Come on. God bless Louisiana. Take care of it.
Why choose Barbecue Guys? Because this is Barbecue Guys. Not only do we have the largest online selection of grills and outdoor furniture, top-notch customer service, affordable financing, and 3D design services to help you tie it all together, but we also know what it is you love most about outdoor living. Time spent with family and friends. Combined with our expert advice, you'll have everything you need to design your dream outdoor life. Stop by our showroom today.
I'm Brett Favre. As a quarterback in the NFL, if I didn't stay focused, I ended up on my back or worse. Even the smallest distraction could make a good play or offensive drive come to an end. When you're in a car, the smallest distraction could end much more than a drive. It could end someone's life. Just like I refuse to lose on the field, I refuse to lose someone I love to distracted driving. And you should too. Focus on the road. Don't drive distracted. A message from Farm Bureau Insurance.
This is Don Dubuque asking you to join me as a member of the Coastal Conservation Association. For 30 years, CCA has worked in Louisiana to conserve our incredible fisheries, making sure that our fishing is great today and for generations to come, whether looking out for redfish and specks, eliminating gill nets, building reefs across the coast, or work at the
Definitely a red. Right now what we're doing is fishing both redfish and drum is our target species on this Highway 11 bridge. We also have been doing this on the twin span also. I'm going to show you how to target redfish and drum while fishing the actual Highway 11 in the summer. Beautiful red right here. couple horse in the boat right there. Let me go ahead and put this one in the well. Caught him on a shrimp creole on a 1/2 ounce jig head, and I'm gonna go over why I'm using a 1/2 ounce right now. There he is. There he is. I got it on roll. Back-to-back cast. You want to be able to, you want to horse them out these poles once you hook one. That's why we use that. We switch it up to that matrix 17-pound test when we're doing this. Another nice red. That's why I can flip. This one isn't too hard to flip, but that first one, you better have 17-pound test or some kind of braid if you're gonna flip a fish of that caliber. That one I flipped earlier was at least 6 pounds, if not 7.5. This is a solid, about a 4.5 pounder. Fish. Let me put him in the well, and I'm going to go over just the technique on how you want to do this. Let me go ahead and dry off my hands on our matrix towel here. So blue one, got a blue and a black one. So using a 1/2 ounce because the tide's falling at a pretty good clip. These fish are dead on these pilings, so I want it to get straight down so I can work it right on the pole. So what you're going to do, you're going to cast it under the bridge. You want it no further than 3 feet away from the pilings. The 1/2 ounce is going to get it down a little faster, and then I'm just going to dribble it right down those poles. Dribble it right down them poles. On this particular cast, I cast it on the south side of the poles. And you want to pattern these fish whether they're on the south side or the north side. Those last two I caught were on the south side, so I'll probably target that more. But here's a cast down the north side of the pole. I want to throw all the way through the bridge and work it down each individual piling. See how I got my rod tip angled this way? That's because I'm trying to keep it as close to those pilings as I possibly can. And, you know, there's a lot of good baits that work for this, but obviously drum and redfish love live shrimp. The problem is you can't, it's very hard to pinpoint cast with a live shrimp when you're doing this. It's why lure fishing is very effective when this is the case. Now, it's the middle of the summer right now. That's why we're targeting drum and redfish. But as the water temperatures cool and we get into more of a November, December, this exact technique's gonna work for big speckled trout. All right, so this is something very simple we don't go over enough. How do you thread a matrix shad? Right through the center of the head, and the hook comes out the flat part. Tail down, hook comes out the flat part, about 1.5 inches in. Now this is the knot we always tie. Just fold your line over, put it through. One single knot like so. Take your access loop, put it back through there. One of the fastest knots to tie.
The best part about being a member of a Touchstone Energy Cooperative is that it's your Touchstone Energy Cooperative. That's the power of your co-op membership.
Demco, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
Why choose barbecue, guys? Because this is Barbecue Guys. Not only do we have the largest online selection of grills and outdoor furniture, top-notch customer service, affordable financing, and 3D design services to help you tie it all together, but we also know what it is you love most about outdoor living. Time spent with family and friends. Combined with our expert advice, you'll have everything you need to design your dream outdoor life. Stop by our showroom today.
Give you a quick news report. We probably could be a lot more in the next couple of weeks when the tournament results come in from the Star. We'll probably have Rad over here and have all the final totals. So we'll give him a little chance and we'll bring him over here. Now, the big news right now, every year this time of the year, we got the Hunters for the Hungry. Clean out your freezer. Don't forget, it's going to be this Sunday. The big day is this Sunday, September the 20th. Go to their website, cleanoutyourfreezer.com, all the locations where you can drop off. Clean out your freezer. You know, you're going to, like I said, look like we're going to have a good duck season. Duck breast, deer meat, hog meat, whatever you got, fish, frozen, good shape, and go drop it off. Get it out. Be surprised how many pounds they collect. And what good it does at all the kitchens, at St. Vincent de Paul's and all of them all over the state. Now, Venetian Isles Rodeo was this past weekend. They got a mandatory evacuate. They cut it short. They had a pretty good first day, and then there was a lot of fish being caught, but the word came out they had to shut it down. Everybody had to get out. Evacuation had to be done by yesterday, Sunday night. They had to get out of there. So all those people down in Lake Catherine and all those areas evacuate. So remember in your prayers, we'll probably get some results later and see if they might want to bring it back or whatever, or just wait till next year. So we'll let you know more about that. Also, the dreams come true. The clay shoot was down in Maurice. I guess Becky was I didn't get any results. I couldn't go. But so when we come back, got a pretty good teal report. Stay tuned.
For sidekicks. For those who see the glass half empty. For those who see it half full. For those on the right. For those on the left. For those with nicknames, for those with curves, for people that cycle, for people that recycle, for BFFs, for frenemies, for those with style, for lovers, for families, for big families, for everyone.
Welcome back to Paradise, Louisiana. And I told you we're going to bring you a teal report. Before I get started, I'm going to give you a dove report. We had our family, our yearly dove hunt with the family at my brother's place in Mississippi. Let me tell you what, they do such a great job, but it's a family deal. It was fun, like always, good food. The only trouble is we couldn't go there the night earlier with all this viruses going around playing it safe. So we had to get up early in the morning, made it one day, beautiful day. Thanks to my brother Eddie and my nephew Matt for always putting this on. We had almost, maybe all but 2 or 3, all the nephews, brothers, cousins, friends. Great hunt, great time. Hence a few pictures of me and my son-in-laws and my grandson and my buddy Ralph Campanile, and then the whole crew right there. That's a picture, and that's the doves on the table. I think it was 170 something. And congratulations to my son. He was a top shooter. He did a great job. Good job, Vince. I didn't even think you could shoot anymore. He's always working. Good job. The teal is unbelievable right now. Some of the best reports is some of the old-time places I used to hunt. Around Gaydon, and north in there, and Lake Arthur, Thornwood, the Mahas, the kids in there. All of them got limits. I talked to people in Buras. I talked to Ryan Lambert. Now, this was funny. Ryan Lambert and them had 130 teal in 7 blinds. And but Sunday, They had high water. Chris, Don, and a lot of other people were there. It wasn't quite as good. They didn't fly as much. And it was the same thing I heard about a couple other places in the Southwest. Now the marsh was tore up. I didn't get hardly any reports around there. The flyover that was in the paper in the Morning Advocate, they were talking about where they were spotting teal, one of the best showings ever. They even seeing some pintail in the state already, and mottled ducks and all of them are down there. They're seeing birds everywhere. Port Barry, Ville Platte, Highway 71 are all getting people killing limits. That's what I'm talking about, not having pretty good hunt. My brother in our way didn't quite get a limit. He was a little disappointed because there were a lot of birds in the area, but they were jumping around. You know, they got a lot of water down there, so they scattered. If they got that much water and they still killing limits, it's got to be unbelievable. So looks like we're going to have a good duck season. But then again, it's all important on what these hurricanes coming in right now. We're in the middle of the season, and right now we had 19, 20 storms. So just keep praying. That's all I can tell you. We getting all excited. Catahoula, man, I'm telling you, Brendan Dubrock and his crew over there, they were so excited. They're getting ready to head to Arkansas for their teal season, but he was all excited, and he said he ain't seen in years that many people coming to the landing with limits of teal. So keep in touch. Pecan Island, I didn't get any report from down there, but I shot it out. I went down there, tried to get them. Delacroix, where my lease is, talked to Mike Benj and them, and some of his people, they're out there looking. They seeing a few. I talked to KD, they were fishing out there catching bass, but he said he didn't see that many teal. They seen a few flights, maybe two. They seen some doubles, they seen a few singles. Most they saw was maybe 5 or 6 in a group. No big groups of teal. So that's it. And when I come back, we got a fishing report.
I've been asking him to change the oil for months now, and he never did. So I finally just went to Binny's. They even washed my car for free. And you know what? It was amazing. Yeah, I left Binny's and got home before Rob even knew I was gone.
Benny? Who the heck is Benny?
Why choose barbecue, guys? Because this is Barbecue Guys. Not only do we have the largest online selection of grills and outdoor furniture, top-notch customer service, affordable financing, and 3D design services to help you tie it all together, but we also know what it is you love most about outdoor living. Time spent with family and friends. Combined with our expert advice, you'll have everything you need to design your dream outdoor life. Stop by our showroom today.
Hey, welcome back to Paradise, Louisiana. I jumped the gun, talked about a fishing report. First, we got the Louisiana High School Bass Nation. They had their fall qualifier at Dry Rome's Landing. I'm going to start with the juniors. The juniors had Lafourche Junior Bass Masters. They had first and second and big bass. So they almost had a clean sweep. In first place was Matthew Fontenot and Cole Biot, 5 fish and 9.58. Second was Lafourche Juniors, Nathan Chasson, or Chasson, how you want to pronounce it, and Evan Bro. They had 7 pounds. Third was Blake LeRae and Kane Ferguson, Junior Southwest Bass Masters. The big bass was Lafourche Junior Bass Masters, Wayne St. Pierre third, and Bo Gidry with 4.42. Now, we're going to the high school division right now. Boy, they had some competition. Now, what a great trip they had. I just talked to one of the daddies was here a while ago. His sons in them middle of the day. They placed they were using the different spinnerbaits right now, the humdingers and all these spinnerbaits, chartreuse, white, and blue. That's always been a favorite color. Middle of the day in the Chapfly Spillway and down in the marsh. So I wanted to tell you that while I'm here. In the high school Bass Nation results, the fall qualified first was Morgan City High School with Peyton Guizaffi and Robert Blanchett, 17.0 pounds. that's some hogs. They had bad weather and everything else, but they caught some fish. Second, West St. John, Shamar Pierre and Christian Rosie, 14.94. They also had big bass at 5.28. Third was East Baton Rouge Bassmasters Jordan Sylvester and McVeigh Stockwell, 14.30. They had 17 teams that qualified for the 2021 Louisiana High School Bass Nation State Championship. 17 teams qualified. So I'm going to give you, you look at the rest of them, but the fourth was Denham Springs, Caleb Roblin, and Blake, I can't read my own writing, Craig Verberg, and then fifth was Southside High School, Landon Hotard and Brody Hewlin, so 12.82. Had a lot of 12-pound stringers. That's very good. I was out of dry runs. And I'm going to try to make this fast, but there's a lot of fish being caught. We got to see what these storms going to do. So if you get it, don't do like we used to do Joe Mack. Joe Mack would give you a great report. All of a sudden, you got storms come through. He said, I went where you told me, Joe, but y'all ain't got nothing. Don't forget, remember, we taping on Monday, and you'll be watching this starting Wednesday and Thursday. So remember that now. We're seeing how that storm did and what they're doing. Check your paper, check your columns over there. Look at the Louisiana Sportsman Magazine and check out the Morning Advocate. All right, now, I'm going to start with freshwater. Here's Mark Maha. I told you I had a picture with Riley and Reese. His grandkids over there, they were catching all those beautiful chinkapin, lake runners, whatever you want to call them, shell crackers. Henry Artie coming out of Flat Lake. I also got a report from Buy Pigeons. Some guys in here this morning were buying in black and chartreuse and cotton candy looking jig. They catch them, and I ain't never heard of it. Off of Pigeon, Turkey Bayou. I don't know where it's at, but they always change names. Sometimes they got their own name, so they don't want you to know, where they catch them, but they are catching. I got another spillway report. I told you all last week Gary Krause went and couldn't find nothing but black water, but he didn't run. But toward Bayou Booty, my buddy and them been putting in at Adams Landing and running west and fishing Lake Booty. He's been limiting out. He's fishing by himself, which I told him is dangerous. Fishing by himself, catching 20 or so bass, keep his 10 and coming back, keeping his fillet. Coming back, he catch them on crankbait. Same thing back at Henderson. I talked to Johnny DeVilliers. He went this past weekend on Saturday. He went over there. He was fishing all the runouts for north and south, fishing that crankbait, same color. Also, but he was going back and catch them on a rattle trap, chrome rattle trap, and he's chartreuse and black bandit. So that's his baits right there, and freshwater. Let me look at a little bit more right now. I've been getting reports from the Biloxi Marsh. They're catching bass, and them people have been coming from there. They've been catching fish in Delacroix. I told you KD and Chef KD and them, I think they had 27 bass. They were fishing in the Delacroix area. Most of them on spinnerbaits. There have been some topwater fish been coming in the Chapel spillways in certain areas where you find it. But most of the fish have been caught on this right here. The high school boy, that young man here, his son was in there fishing. Look. There it is, right there. That's the color. Chartreuse black and blue, spinnerbait, middle of the day, early in the morning, it make no difference. Believe me, they catch some all their favorite baits. But chartreuse and black crankbait and this, chartreuse and black sac-a-lait jig. When you find the water just right, you just gotta look, you're gonna catch fish. So that's the fresh water. Going to the salt water right now. I don't know how I'm gonna tell you, but when you talk about the Biloxi Marsh, these guys are making runs. They get closer to the Gulf, they're catching speckled trout, but redfish are everywhere. Before that storm and they got run out over there at the Venetian Isles Rodeo, they were catching fish after fish. Redfish were coming in, big redfish. They had a bunch of 4-pound bass coming in. They told me that sheephead going crazy. I'm talking about sheephead averaging 5 pounds. They catch them off the bridges, the twin spans. All of them catching them on shrimp. There's a lot of shrimp in the area. They're catching them. Fouchon. I've been hearing reports from Fouchon of Fouchon Rocks. A lot of people fishing croaker. I talked to David Ratcliffe. He sent me a picture. He had a 6.6. David, you'll watch the news. When you caught this fish, the star was still going on. It might have placed you in there, in the top 3, I know. I told you last week that my good friend Tommy Vidrine had a 6.3, and he thought he was still in second place. So he's catching them on pokers. David Ratcliffe catching them on croaker. Split shot, that's it. Caught a bunch of big fish right now on the rocks. Catched it just right. And they're catching fish in Fouchon. And Fouchon Rocks, all the way down to Grand Isle, they're catching speckled trout when you catch the water just right. These storms right now, they're all under evacuation. All that might wipe the board. But do you know, a lot of times after a storm, they blow that salt water in, it blows shrimp in, it gets a lot of fish happens. If there's no whole lot of damage, there ain't a lot of floating in the water, hey, go back, helping people recover. If the recovery is real bad, stay out of their way. So say a prayer. Island Marina, my home base there, she told me the same thing. David and Angie saying that they're coming in all the time. Sheephead, they were going offshore, running from there and catching those snapper, but it's over. It's over. Forget that. The bass they've been catching, a lot of them close in the canals, they're catching them. So let me don't want to miss nothing. And got any reports to Leader Bend? I didn't get any reports right now. I know some of them camps over there got messed up. They had a little damage from the storm. Up north, I talked to Bobby Black up there. Some of the people still don't have power up there in Ruston and Shreveport and all those areas and all those lakes. So didn't get any report. If you got a report, send it to me. Gary at ParadiseLouisiana.com. Let's go back and pray again. God bless Louisiana. Protect us. Protect us all, of course. Don't know where to tell that storm to go. But next week, if I'm here, we're going to let you know what happened. You're watching Paradise, Louisiana. This week, here we are, Superior Bait and Tackle.
BBQGuys.com presents Paradise, Louisiana. Paradise, Louisiana is brought to you by Circle K, Baton Rouge Coca-Cola Bottling Company, Benny's Car Wash and Oil Change, Louisiana Fish Fry Products, Demco, CCA Louisiana, and the CCA Louisiana Star Tournament, and by Farm Bureau Insurance.